The NFL draft is just a month away, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to soon be on the clock in their home city. So today, we're going to break down 5 draft prospects that the Steelers must consider in round 1. I'm Rob Gregson of A to Z Sports Pittsburgh, and honestly, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they solved a lot of their main weaknesses in free agency. Obviously, they got their wide receiver number 2 via Michael Pittman. They went and got a starting corner via Jamel Dean. They found another starting safety via Jaquan Brisker, some running back depth with Rico Dowdle, maybe even a starting running back with Rico Dowdle, but there's still some major holes to be filled on this roster. So today, we are going to go through the 5 round 1 prospects that I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers should strongly consider come night 1 in April. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And honestly, I'm going to start out and I'm going to let you guys know a couple of these guys are receivers, a couple of these guys are tackles, and there's one quarterback. And you're probably going to say, well, why have a couple of them tackles? We have Troy Faltano, we have Broderick Jones. Folks, we don't know what Broderick Jones' future looks like in Pittsburgh. Forget the fact that he's got a neck injury that we still have to see how he recovers from, that he has been labeled out indefinitely with. The bottom line is Broderick Jones just simply has not been that great. He has not lived up to being the 14th pick in the draft. So with my first pick, my number 1 candidate at 21st overall for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are going to go back to Georgia and take another Bulldog at left tackle. That's right. As you can see, Georgia left tackle Monroe Freeling is a prospect that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to consider at 21. Now, there's a chance he goes higher, but I like Spencer Fanu, Caleb Blamu, even a couple guys more than that. So I'm going to say that he's there at 21 for right now. And if that's the case, I understand that there might be some trepidation. People might say, wait, why would the Steelers want to take another UGA left tackle when they just took one a few years back and he obviously hasn't panned out as of yet? Monroe Freeling is a completely different left tackle than Broderick Jones. He's not as raw as Jones was coming out. He's an even better athlete, an even better tester. And honestly, if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's about as best as you're going to get when it comes to a true, ready, day 1 starter at left tackle in this year's NFL draft. But I know a lot of people, they may not want another left tackle. So what do they want? They want more help in that wide receiver room. And honestly, the Steelers need it because just because you got DK Metcalf and just because you added Michael Pittman Jr. doesn't mean that that room is solved. So we're going to get another wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, our first candidate of the 2. That's right, USC wide receiver Mai Lemon. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is a guy who he's going to solve a lot of the issues that the Pittsburgh Steelers had in recent years where they just don't have a natural separator. They don't have someone when it's 3rd and 7 and it's press man coverage that they can rely on to get open outside of a DK Metcalf or before that, outside of a George Pickens. And certainly they haven't had someone who can do that from a slot alignment. Well, Mai Lemon, that's where he made his money in college with USC, spent most of his time aligned in the slot. I love what he brings to an offense, what his skill set is as this guy who you have to worry about him pushing vertically if he's on linebackers or safeties. Yet if he's on corners, he's so shifty that he can get in and out of breaks underneath and create easy separation. He is a man coverage merchant. I love Mai Lemon if he's there at 21st overall. How about we go back to the offensive tackles, though? Another guy that I got to keep my eye on. We mentioned him earlier, Caleb Blamu of the Utah Utes. And honestly, there's a really good chance, I believe, that he's going to be there at 21. Monroe Freeling, that's more of a dream scenario. Maybe he gets past 17 with the Lions, but I doubt it. So if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're looking at guys on your board that are going to be there from 20 and beyond, and I truly believe that that is Caleb Blamu. And this guy is a true left tackle. There's a lot of talk at the top of the class with guys like Maligoa or even Spencer Fanu, his former teammate, that those guys are more right tackles or maybe even guards, or Caden Proctor from Alabama is best suited as a left guard. That's not the case with Caleb Blamu. He is a true left tackle, someone who you can slot in, who you can trust. He's got great footwork. He's got great athleticism. You want to see a little bit of a better anchor, but I believe that that can come with time. He is a true left tackle, and I would absolutely love the duo of Caleb Blamu on one side and Troy Faltano on the other side. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, as we discussed, they need help in that wide receiver room. So our second wide receiver prospect, this guy's not like Mai Lemon at all. This is a completely different animal. We are going to go back out west, though, and discuss Washington wide receiver Denzel Boston. Now, this guy is a completely different animal. He is a true vertical threat, and he doesn't win just with speed or just with his size. He has incredible body control. He is an incredible ball winner at the catch point. He is someone who he's going to turn those 50-50 balls into 75-25 balls. He is that good when it comes to one-on-one coverage down the football field. And he's a big-time target in the red zone because whether it's Aaron Rodgers, maybe the next guy on our list, or whomever else, the Pittsburgh Steelers need to be better in the red zone. They need more big-time targets outside of just Pat Freiermuth, outside of just DK Metcalf. And they're building a wide receiver room that's built on physicality, that's built on having a presence at the line of scrimmage, and of course, further downfield with Michael Pittman, with DK Metcalf. Well, now you get the youngest version of that via Denzel Boston. But a Pittsburgh Steelers mock draft or a Pittsburgh Steelers draft prospects to watch would not be complete if we did not include the quarterback position. So you know who I'm going to bring up. I understand that this is a polarizing prospect, that a lot of people have a lot of disagreements outside of Dan Orlovsky, that is, in terms of where he should go in the NFL draft. But we're talking about none other than former Alabama quarterback Tai Simpson. That's right, the former Crimson Tide starter. I understand a lot of people, they're going to push back. They're going to say 15 starts. This is just another Kenny Pickett. What are we going to get? Folks, Kenny Pickett might have been a Heisman finalist. He might have won the ACC. His tape doesn't hold a candle to what Tai Simpson did with the Alabama Crimson Tide from about week 2 to week 9 of the season. You're going to say, well, that's a major caveat. That's like 7-8 weeks of football. Why is that so good? I understand week 1 against FSU wasn't great. You go look at what happened towards the end of the season when he got nicked up. He was not the same player. But there is a real argument to be made that from the second week of the season through the 9th week of the season, he was the best quarterback in the entire country. And honestly, the odds show that he was the Heisman favorite. He was the favorite to be the first overall pick in the draft. But then Fernando Mendoza went nuclear and Tai Simpson started to get banged up. The Alabama Crimson Tide fell apart. But the bottom line is this guy is precise from the pocket. He plays with great timing, anticipation. He's a rhythmic passer, and he has much better athleticism than he gets credit for. No, he's not a true burner. He's not going to get out of the field. But watch the way he maneuvers inside of the pocket. Watch the way that he negotiates a pass rush. I believe Tai Simpson could be a true starter in the NFL, and who better to learn under than Aaron Rodgers? So those are your 5 prospects that the Pittsburgh Steelers should strongly consider in the 2026 NFL draft on night 1, that is. But you guys, let me know in the comments. Did I miss somebody? Is there someone else you want to see? Are these guys not your cup of tea? Please let us know. Please give us a follow. Please subscribe, and please be active in those comments.